That's the last bamboo, boo.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richards trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play for Arizona.
I didn't cut the heat on. All right, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it off. Hold on.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there.
71.
His 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
No, it's on 71. That's why I cut on. I put that shit on like 68. I put it on like 68.
And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw out wide to Walker. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks at 9-5 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. This 2nd and 4. Trying the left side with Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point forthcoming. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Westbrook. Pass is caught. Pickens on the comeback route. And he goes out right around the 39. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now a handoff up the middle. Richards, a nice little juke. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Tyquan Thornton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Off the play fake, Westbrook. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On third down, it's Richards. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. On fourth down, Westbrook. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
They'll try the left side. It's Richards. A beautiful fake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Powering his way forward.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
That was just funny to me. I'm sorry. That was funny.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Powers ahead at the 45. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 48 yards. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Walker. Give him 3 on the game there, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Yeah.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, check that. Street. Come 19. Go.
Again, Walker. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick 6 for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Escapes the defender. And makes it across the 20 as his guys roll. Shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. Here we go, shot.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Shifts by him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the Cards are going to have it here just past the 25. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Westbrook. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. They'll run on first down. Richards. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Actually winds up getting 8 there. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
2nd and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Cook has it left side. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
2nd and 11 now. Back to throw. Westbrook. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Cook. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll go with the keeper, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Walker showing the power. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now throw right side here going to be incomplete. Now, these two teams met up earlier in the year back in week 4, and it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Ready? Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt! Go!
They'll look to throw again. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Let's go now.
Now back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop it. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's to the 15.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 20. Yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Westbrook escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Westbrook eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. First down, here's Mitchell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
He'll look to throw.
Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 59 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there. Doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker
with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive.
Westbrook, screenplay, setting it up for Mitchell.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2nd and 14. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Ready up.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
George Pickens.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cards will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Go, Jack.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On the ready.
2nd and 10.
70 range. Here we go. Set. 18. Pioneer. Go.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Back to 60. And hey.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 71 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6. Here's Cook again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8. On the handoff, Mitchell. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
From the gun on third down, Westbrook. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. Looking to throw. Westbrook. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. They juked him, and he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Westbrook. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Looking to throw. Westbrook. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Cardinals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Good game. I sure the game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
It was worth to stay up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Arizona, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Bia, bia.